boys and girls? How's my babies, huh? How's my babies? Okay, I think tomorrow's supposed to be a little cooler. Yeah, y'all ready for some dinner, huh? Are y'all ready? Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness, yeah. All right. Okay, hang on. Okay, all right, come here. Come over here, guys. Come around here. Come around here. Okay, there's two of you. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing, little girl? Huh? You gonna work on that little one? You gonna work on that little one? This is the deal right here. Tomorrow evening, it is supposed to be a little bit of a cool front come in. It's still 97 degrees out here and it's dark. It's like almost 9 o'clock right now in the evening. Got up to 111 today, 110 or 111 yesterday. Just like an oven. I mean, it's just like an oven. We had some breeze today. The wind has quit blowing. And, but this is great. Look at those tails. Look at that tail go there on the Wild Child. That's Wild Child there. It's got her fanny right to you. You can see Lucille, of course, is a tiny deer. She reminds me so much of Lucy. This doesn't have a broken nose. I hope she doesn't get a broken nose. Lucy, if you remember, got her broken nose by getting caught by a bobcat and nearly killed when she wasn't much bigger than these guys right here. She was a little bit bigger, not a whole lot. I think those guys have opened it out, so that bottle, she must have a lot tougher time there. Those two are emptied. There you go, here you go. Hang on, little girl. Hang on, here you go, little girl. Here. There you go, Lucille. Hang on. If you'll wait a minute, Wild Child. If you'll wait a minute, Wild Child, I will get... Okay, Wild Child, I'm gonna get you one going. I will get you some sugars, Jimmy. I'll give you some sugars. Okay. Make sure everybody gets plenty. Make sure everybody gets plenty, yes. Some of these nipples have got pretty big holes in them and they can empty them pretty quick. Look how fast little Whitey there is. My little man is emptying that one in a hurry. How about you, baby? Have you had all you want, huh? How about you, little girl? Little girl probably had all she wants. I think I've got one more bottle in there. I'm not sure. No, this is it. I brought out five bottles, 4 big ones and 1 small one. For some reason I thought I had 5 of them small ones. Yeah, that one she's getting full. Leave that out. Oh, I got one more bottle left. Here, you want some more, baby? You've had all you want? Okay. I got one more bottle left. I had 6 bottles. Yeah, I brought 6 bottles. I need to get some more nipples. Well, it looks like everybody's about to get full except Wild Child. She's still going at it pretty hard. Whitey, he's about half. Now they're going to start loving. This is the amazing thing. What did I tell you? I know I got one in there if I could find it. Let's get to it. But the amazing thing is when they start loving on you. They start loving on you, and that's really special when that happens. You can see that they're licking and loving right now. Here you go. Still want some more? Yeah, get that one up there. Kill that one up there, huh? You see, now everybody's had just about enough. Whitey says, I'll drink a little bit more, boss. Actually, he's had enough too. Okay, all right. I was gone during the middle of the day with Chris. Patsy fed him in the middle of the day. I fed him this morning. Tonight. So this is my favorite deal right here, though. When you get in here and kind of love on them, and it looks like that Apache's fed them some watermelon or cucumbers or squash or something. I see something over there where he's been feeding, but this is my favorite deal right here. And this is what Chris likes to watch on the porch. She's sitting up there on the porch watching. He likes to watch them eat. That's cool, but it's cool when they start loving, and they're licking. They're probably trying to get a little salt off of my skin, but they just love to love on you, and they love to get loved on back, you know. And this is the thing. This is like what their mamas do. Their mamas are always doting on them and licking them all over, and they lick each other. And that's why deer pass disease on to each other so bad. When something gets going wrong and something happens and it wipes out quite a few deer in a deer herd sometimes. And pneumonia, it can happen with pneumonia or flu. You might get the pig flu, or the monkey pox, or the pig pox. I think we got donkey pox that's messing up America right now. Come here, baby. Yeah. Yeah, look at them just loving around. Hey, baby. Hey. You give me some sugar on my nose. You give me some sugar. See, they're taking the loving back real good, and this is just kind of a neat deal right now. I know it's about dark. Y'all probably can't see this real good. Got a light on behind me, so kind of doing it exactly wrong, but I like to come out and get outside with them here right before dark when it cools off a little bit. I'll tell you what I'm thinking about doing tomorrow evening. If the cool front does come in, and the high tomorrow is supposed to be like maybe around 88 or 90, so that'll be like 20 degrees cooler than it is today. I'm probably gonna open the door to the building, the garage door to the building, and let them out and see what happens. Now, Whitey's been out quite a bit in his life, and I've had him out a few times, even with this little pen. And we probably are not going to use this little setup too much because it, of course, runs the grass in the yard, but it'll grow back over the course of next spring. And hoping to be able to save some money up to build the white deer pen a little bit larger, and make a couple, 2 or 3 pieces in there, so we'll have a really nice big area that the little babies can have to be babies in. If we have to save any more, we probably will have to save a few, or 1 or 2. Didn't last year. Of course, we probably needed to save 1 or 2, just didn't do it because of Chris's situation. And I just wasn't here. I was with her almost totally. And now this year, we got these 3 little guys that was about to die. Chewing on that plastic. They like to chew on stuff. They're like Labradors. They like to chew. Hey, babies. Hey, yeah. Trying to get a hold of my shoelaces. They get a hold of a microphone cord about anything they can. But this is a fun feeding. This happens 3 times a day with these 3 little precious things. They're all growing. They're all healthy. They're all doing good. Lucille's belly sticking out. She's such a pretty little girl. She's so tiny compared to these other 2. She just probably could have been one of the triplets. You never know. We did have a triplet, 2 in the pen. She could have been one of them that just was going to be left to die because she's tiny. But tiny deer make great deer. Lucy was a tiny deer. More than likely, Lucy was a triplet. Of course, the good thing about it is we can keep little Lucille alive, and she might, maybe not next spring, not be a good deal if it was next spring, but the following spring, she could have her some babies, and she might have some little triplets like her patriarch Lucy did, even though she's not in any relationship to Lucy. I don't think. I guess she could be. Yeah, looky here. Look at the big belly on this little whitey little man. He is so big. Sherry and Jordan need to come see you. Oh, you probably don't even remember them anymore, do you? Do you remember Sherry and Jordan, huh? Do you remember them? Oh, my goodness. Lucille has calmed down. Wild child, I mean. She's wild child, but she's really not wild child anymore. She's become a baby, too. I just love them all. Don't you just love them all? Don't you just love them all? All right, guys. That's about all the loving and stuff you get this evening. Yeah. I'll see you in the morning, right after daylight. Yeah, we'll be back right after daylight to see y'all. Yeah, the sprinkler system got the little mud in the pen here, but hopefully we're going to be letting them run free here pretty soon. They'll be out in the wild, and then they will have to turn into real deer and learn how to take care of themselves, learn how to keep from getting caught by predators. But for right now, they're still my babies. They're still my babies. Aren't you, big whitey? Yeah, still my babies right now. forgot the bottles. Forgot the bottles. I forgot the bottles. Forget your head, Jimmy, if it wasn't screwed on. Yeah, I forgot the bottles, didn't I? Didn't I, wild child? Hey, Lucille. Did you come back to love us, Jimmy? Did you come back to love us? Did you come back to love us? Oh, you're such a pretty bear. Yeah, oh, that was so good. Okay, we can't really have a deer video, a twin eagle deer video, without showing the albinos. And now you notice how she is if I'm not in the pen there. Look at her. Look at her, how she is. She's just so aggressive. Sticks her nose right through the gate there. And you little babies have some carrots too there. Yeah, you little babies can have some carrots too. We'll take a look at the babies here in a minute. I've got both carrots and apples here because I want to show these girls and guys here because they're just so gorgeous. I mean, Prince Charming is just a giant, and they love apples, and throw some apples over there to the babies also. They love apples and they love carrots, and she doesn't do this. And look at her, you know, she's not bad at all. I mean, you let me pet her, not real high into petting. She says, okay, if you're gonna do that, Jimmy, I'm leaving. You better come on back up here, girl. You better come around here. Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on up here. I'm hoping I've got them in the frame there. I've got it set on a tripod, and I'm hoping I'm showing them. Oh yeah, they're in pretty good shape. They're not exactly centered, but they're okay. Just kind of take a look at them while I feed them a little bit here. And carrots and apples, and I've thrown some stuff down there to the babies, and they're not too carried away with eating them, but they are eating them a little bit. But these guys right here, I mean, they are very, very aggressive. Here you go, guy. Come on up here a little bit. Come on over here. Come on up here a little bit, girl. Sticking her tongue out there. Just really in. Yeah, you guys are pretty good. You're in pretty good shape there. Yeah, you're in pretty good shape. How about some apple? How about some apple? That apple good. Now you can see how aggressive she is to eating through the fence here, but I get in there with them, and I think it's just the protection of those two little boys of hers that she's just not wanting me to be in there with those little babies, and she feels so secure out here on this other side. Yeah. You guys are not much into being petted, are you, huh? You're not much into being petted, are you? Come here, girl. Come on. Come on up here, girl. Well, she hones in on those carrots or apples, though, that's for sure. I got over a pound of carrots in addition to a couple of apples chopped up in here. And they're just going crazy over them. My baby's down there. I'll show you the babies here in a minute. Just about to run out of goodies here. All right, that's all that's in here, guys. That's all of these. All right, let's just take a look at the babies now. You got a good look at those Prince Charming and Snow White. She's absolutely beautiful. Let's look at the babies real quick. And then we're gonna bring Chris out. It's getting late in the evening. We got a little cloud covering, so I'm gonna try to let the babies out, see what happens. I'm not gonna feed them any milk because I'm gonna save the milk to maybe coax them back in the building. We may be chasing deer all night. Okay, and there is Casper and Ice. I've got stuff I've thrown down there on the ground. One of the babies is kind of eating it a little bit there. The other one's not paying a whole lot of attention. Those little bucks are just growing. Look how tall they've got. Look how tall they've got. They've got really, really tall. And she is still nursing them, but they are also eating some food. They're eating vegetables out of the garden. And you little boys down there didn't pick that stuff up and eat it. It's not going to lay on the ground very much because the nose on those two albino deer are like radar. I mean, they zoom right in on something laying on the ground. You can see Ice is a little bit larger than Casper, and but they're just beautiful little albino bucks. And what I'm thinking about doing is making a much larger pen out here that will go all the way over there to the road, which is a pretty good distance over there, and where I can separate this Prince Charming from those two little baby bucks, because honestly, when the rut started, he'd kill them. He would gore them and stomp them to death. We're going to be putting a pole in this pen sometime pretty soon that he'll be able to rub his antlers on, rub all the velvet off of them. Pink velvet, quite a bit different than what's on a regular whitetail. And I think what I'll probably do is just put some does in there with those two boys, and might just leave them separated out. They're only going to be yearlings. Might just leave them separated out. Might not even put anything in with them, but I might try to get a trap. We'll just have to let them run into the pen. Trap a doe or two in there with them, and or maybe 2 or 3 apiece, something like that. I don't know what we'll do. We haven't decided on all that. But we are going to have to separate it out from that big boy right there because he's friendly with them now, and he likes them. They're little babies. Look at the little baby coming up there to him. They're a big-time friend right now, no problem whatsoever. But once they get bigger, it's a whole new ball game. They're just beautiful little, look at that. That's a little Casper over there. Ice is the larger one of the two. That's the only way I can identify them right now. As they get a little bit bigger, they might have a little bit different antlers that we'll be able to tell as they grow older. But right now, I named Ice the larger one and Casper the smaller one of the two. Ice has got quite a bit of color still left in him, and Casper's got some, but not near as much. Ice is, you can see, quite a bit larger deer. He might end up being a really, really huge. His daddy's huge. His daddy's actually bigger than Prince Charming. So think about that for a minute. And so both of those baby bucks will probably sport some giant antlers as they grow. And they won't be the same type antlers that this guy's got because he's not their daddy. But they're going to be really special. And that's some 3 beautiful albino bucks right there. Some of the best albino bucks in the entire United States. No doubt about that. A rare, rare, rare treat that we have here at Twin Eagle Ranch. And hopefully we get to raise those babies to maturity. We've still got a long way to go. And it's a difficult job, but we're up to the task. Look at that baby lay down there. Isn't that precious? They are so graceful. I love them. Oh, I love them. Okay. Let's wrap this video up by getting Chris outside and letting our 3 babies out of the building and letting them run in the yard. We got a little cloud cover, so it's down in the 80s right now, 87, 88 degrees. Barely made 100 today before the clouds rolled in, so we're going to attempt to let the babies out and hopefully get them back in. I've got some bottles. I can hope and coax them back in with the bottles, or maybe they'll just follow me back in the building. I don't know. Let's go find out. Okay, baby. I'll just go out here and we'll see what happens. What do you think? we may have baby deer running all over the woods tonight. I'll go hunt them up and get them back in there if we do. Of course, you know, 2 little girls have not been let out at all, so I don't know what they're going to do. They might just go. You see where the turkeys are dusting in the yard, tearing the yard up. Put some seed out today, hopefully cover some of the, oh, there they are waiting on you, honey. Look at them looking for you. I'm gonna let them out. I'll just park you right over here, right here for right now. If I get them to go around the front, well, I'll push you around the front yard by the lake. Got a little cloud cover, so it's only 80 some odd degrees. But look at them. Look at them there. They're waiting for you. Yeah, they're waiting for you, baby. Oh no. Okay, there's all 3 of them waiting on us to come out. Now, I've got some bottles for them, which I'm going to kind of keep that as hopefully a little bit of a trick. They haven't eaten since lunchtime. I'm going to let them out and run around. Maybe Chris might be able to feed them some. I don't really know. But I kind of want to save the bottles to try to, if I have to entice them back into the building. So I'm going to roll around there and go inside and let them out and see what happens. I'm gonna head off over there and let them out. How's my babies, huh? Y'all want to run around? Y'all want to do some zoomies or something, maybe? Don't y'all be running off on me. After all our time and effort, dollars I've got invested in y'all, I'll be real unhappy. I'll be real unhappy if y'all run away. I really will. I don't try to mix this up. I know it's noisy. I know it's going to scare you. don't run and hid. Come on out. It's all right. Come on out. Come on, babies. Come on. They just, oh my goodness. My goodness, little Lucille come out first. Come on, Whitey. Come on, Whitey. You've been out quite a bit. Whitey's been out. I think you'll be able to get him back. I don't know about Lucille. Lucille's going to feed a little bit there. Come on, Whitey. Wild Child. Well, Lucille and Wild Child I have not had out at all, so they're a little apprehensive to come out, and they may be difficult to get back in. Come on, Wild Child. It's okay. Come on, baby. Oh, my goodness. Come on. That threshold across there is a little bit, but they're so used to the building. They're so used to the building that it's a safety deal for them, and they just don't know. They just don't know about coming out. And little Whitey there, he's saying, I'm just going to go back in, but I'm going to get out here and feed in some grass. That's good. That's the very first thing he started doing. Now, I don't know. Well, I want to get them back in because they are just not big enough to live on their own. They could survive, but it's highly unlikely that they would survive totally out on their own. And I've got the bottles fixed up for them. I'm hopefully going to just let them run around a little bit. We'll see what happens. I might let Chris feed them just a little bit, but I want to keep those bottles as a little bit of a magnet to draw them back in that building if I can. So we'll just kind of watch around, see what happens. Right now they're interested in doing a little feeding, eating on some of the grass, which that's good. That's very, very good. It won't be long until hopefully we'll try to let them out during the day and maybe put them back at night. Now, I don't know if it's possible either, really, to be honest. But we'll see what happens. But there's the babies. The boy, little Whitey's been out a lot. You know, he was out an awful lot while he was little. He's been out a few times down here the last 3 or 4 weeks. But the little girls, that's the first time they've been out in the wild on their own right there. And we'll see how they act. We'll just see how they act.